Right now at noon, a former Prairie High School board member is speaking out as an investigation into child sex crimes at Prairie West High School continues. Plus, President Trump continues trade talks with his August 1st deadline for high tariffs approaching. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Sprider, continuing coverage on a child sex crimes investigation at Prairie West High School. A former school board member is speaking out after the arrest of a former West High dean. Lisa Goldberry stepped down from the Prairie Area School District Board in December of last year. She says that decision was partly due to the district's handling of similar situations, mentioning incidents like a band teacher that was removed for filming students in the bathroom and a resource officer that assaulted a child. Both have been convicted.
There is a sense in this district that sexual predators are welcomed. I'm gonna put it like that.
The former dean, Robert Gilkey Meisiger, is charged with 15 CSA crimes in total, 2 counts of exploitation of a child, and 13 of possession of CSA materials. A criminal complaint says there were rumors that someone tried to tell district staff about allegations against Meisiger before the investigation started in June. Staff members in schools are also mandated to report any type of harm to students. News 3 Now reached out to the Prairie School District for a response. They say while they will share more information when they can, district administration can't be interviewed for legal reasons. Right now, Madison police are investigating hidden cameras found inside a local vacation rental property. It's on Ashworth Drive near the University Ridge Golf Course. Police responded to the property last week after a caller renting the Airbnb noticed a hidden camera in the bathroom. They're asking anyone who stayed on the property to contact detectives from the Madison Police Department using the number on your screen. President Trump has one more day to make trade deals ahead of the August 1st deadline for steeper tariffs. As Natalie Brand reports, some major companies say they will be forced to raise prices.
A last-minute scramble to make deals as Friday's tariff deadline looms, with talks still underway with big trading partners, including Mexico, Canada, and China.
We're moving along with China. We're doing fine with China. I think it's going to work out very well. We're right in step. I think we're going to have a very fair deal with China.
President Trump spoke with Mexico's president on the phone today and announced he's extending that country's current tariff rate another 90 days while negotiations continue. The Trump administration has reached agreements with several countries, including South Korea Wednesday, saying tariffs will be set at 15% on goods coming from that country, including cars and car parts, lower than what was previously threatened, but higher than the past.
A 15% rate, it sounds better than 25 or 50, but remember, if this really holds across all of these trading partners, this would be the highest tariff rate since the 1930s. So it is still significant.
The Fed chair, in announcing the committee's decision to hold interest rates steady Wednesday, cited uncertainty.
Higher tariffs have begun to show through more clearly to prices of some goods, but their overall effects on economic activity and inflation remain to be seen.
A new CBS News poll found views of the economy ticked up slightly, but shows most Americans expect prices to go up in coming months.
Right now, there's no inflation. Everybody thought there would be. All we have is billions of dollars of cash pouring into our country from other countries that took advantage of us for many, many years.
But economists say it's the companies importing the goods that pay the tax and often pass that along to the consumer. Procter & Gamble, a major maker of key household supplies, announced it's raising prices on a quarter of their products in response to tariffs impacting the supply chain. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The administration says it is sticking to the Friday deadlines for almost all trading partners. China faces an August 12th deadline as part of the 90-day tariff truce negotiated in May. Well, temperatures are finally cooling down, but now we're dealing with poor air quality. Meteorologist Blaze Keller has the first warn forecast, and we can't win this battle, it seems like.
No, we got rid of the humidity. We cooled down a little bit, but northerly winds have brought down a little bit of smoke from Canada. Also, some wildfires out west here in America are going to combine with some of that smoke, and that's the reason why it is so hazy outside. This is a current look on our Edgewater sky cam towards the Mendota area. This is Lake Mendota, obviously right outside the university with all those sailboats. It's 72 degrees. It feels very comfortable outside, but that smoke, you can clearly see it if you've been outside, if you plan to go outside, and you are sensitive to poor air quality. You may want to wear something to prevent a lot of that smoke from getting inside your lungs. A little bit of some relief off towards lower portions of the Wisconsin River Valley into Iowa County, Lafayette County, Grant, Crawford, and parts of Richland County. A little bit better air quality, given that there isn't as much smoke overhead, but air quality across all of Wisconsin in the red, so that's unhealthy for all. Orange is when it's unhealthy for sensitive groups. Red is when it's unhealthy for everybody. So that smoke is going to be sticking around, unfortunately, throughout the rest of the day today, overnight into Friday, and likely throughout the weekend. We'll track it out on a future track here, but we do have air quality, an air quality warning through noon on Friday. I would not be surprised if that gets extended, as some of the most smokiest cities in America right now are in Wisconsin. Josh and folks at home, so we'll take a look at the current list of the smokiest cities in America. Here's a hint: Milwaukee is #1 right now.
Wow.
We are going to track out that smoke when we get a break from it, coming up in the full forecast.
Yeah, I was live for the morning show this morning. I had a headache after being outside for just an hour.
It is not, I would not go outside for long periods of time if you don't have to. Keep the window shut, have the AC running, so you're just having more of that fresh air instead of the smoky air coming on today.
All right, Blaze, we'll see you a little bit later. Thank you. Well, if you're a fan of cream puffs, carnival rides, and food on a stick, we have some good news for you today. The Wisconsin State Fair is officially underway. News 3 Now's Tadeja Shah is live in West Dallas for us this afternoon. Hi, Tadeja.
Hey Josh, as you said, I'm here at the Wisconsin State Fair in West Dallas, right outside of the city of Milwaukee. And Josh, I promise you I'm not trying to brag, but where else would you want to be on a Thursday afternoon? Like, we're right outside where they make the cream puffs, and we're going to hear so much about cream puffs, corn, all of the fair favorites, and I'm here with somebody who knows all about that. Guys, let me introduce you to Tim McCormick. He's over the communications over the State Fair, and look, he has some goodies here. We're going to talk all about that. But Tim, we know you're the man of the State Fair. You know all about it. So first, I want to ask, what's new this year? What can us Wisconsinites expect from the fair?
We are very excited to unlock the doors and open up the brand new dairy building. The facility itself dates back to 1909, but as soon as the gates closed last year, they started working on some renovations for the new dairy building. You can get cream puffs there, of course, a great meeting spot. And thanks to the new state-of-the-art ovens that they've installed, we have 3 different flavors of cream puffs this year. So, of course, you can get the original, the OG. We also have chocolate throughout the run of the State Fair. And then, thanks to our friends at US Cellular, these Celebration Strawberry Cream Puffs. These are made in limited batches, so we invite you to get there early if you want to get your hands on one of these.
Tim, which one is your favorite?
I have to say this strawberry, maybe because it's fleeting, maybe because I'm a June baby and that's when the strawberry moon comes up, but this one, chef's kiss.
Okay, so guys at home, if you want one of these cream puffs, you have to hurry up and come fast. You have to come like almost now. So Tim, outside of the food, what else is new? What can people expect from the fair?
We're very excited to introduce some new rides. Of course, there's new bands that are hitting the main stage act. There's literally dozens of free live entertainment stages throughout the State Fair. Just about everywhere you look, there's going to be something new, but we try to hold on to some of the traditions as well, like the giant slide.
Absolutely. And Tim, tonight, the fair is open until midnight. When do gates close today?
Correct. Yes, open until midnight. You can still get tickets for Southland at the main stage. You can enjoy $5 Miller Lights there, $5 Happy Thursday Spiked Refreshers. So many great deals to be had throughout the run of the State Fair.
Absolutely, and I'm happy to showcase all of those deals, specials, and of course, amazing food at the festival throughout all of our evening shows today. Josh, I'm going to send it back to you in studio. Me and Tim have to enjoy this cream puff. I hope he's sharing.
Yeah, you better save one for me today. Just shot live for us in West Dallas. Tadeja, thank you. Hey, we got the State Fair going on, and if you've also been wanting to go to the concerts on the square this summer, today is your last chance. The final concerts on the square will be tonight. That's after it was postponed due to yesterday's rain. Just like on regular concert days, attendees can begin setting out those blankets on the King Street corner of the lawn at 3 o'clock. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington and Brady Mallory will be live at the Capitol at 4, 5, and 6. Well, one of the largest outdoor swim events in the country returns to Madison today. The All-City Swim Meet is a Madison tradition dating back to 1962. More than 2,000 swimmers consisting of 5 teams are expected to participate at Hill Farm Swim Club. The meet offers introduction to competitive swimming and diving for kids from ages 4 to 18 during the summer months. All-City provides an opportunity to learn about and succeed in personal athleticism while forming some great friendships and creating those lifelong summer memories. Coming up next on News 3 Now at noon, why the future of super intelligence may involve glasses, plus what the majority of Americans think will happen to the prices of things they buy in the next few months.
The Fed brushed off President Donald Trump's demands to cut interest rates, keeping its key short-term rate unchanged for the 5th time this year. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell also suggested that a rate cut in September is less likely than some economists have expected. Powell says it will take time to assess how the Trump administration's increased tariffs will affect inflation and the economy. Those tariffs are set to take effect on goods from dozens of countries tomorrow. A new CBS News poll finds the majority of Americans think prices of things they buy will go up a lot or a little in the next few months, totaling 66% of those surveyed. Views of the economy are still negative, but have ticked up a little bit, with 39% saying the economy is good compared to 36% a week and a half ago. The majority of Americans also expect to make fewer large or optional purchases in the coming months. And Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg's vision of the future of superintelligence involves glasses. He posted a video on X saying superintelligence should be for everyone and that personal devices like glasses that see and hear what we do throughout the day will eventually become our main computing devices. Meta has teamed with eyewear makers on AI glasses that handle tasks including making phone calls and taking pictures and videos. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Here's the stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is up 22 points, NASDAQ is up 183, and the S&P 500 up 33. We'll have today's farm numbers up next, along with the first warn forecast, and later on Live at 4. The State Fair officially underway. We'll continue our live coverage from West Allis, showing you what's in store for Wisconsinites. Pam Yankee is out of the radio barn on her Canadian Rockies farm tour, so here are your farm numbers. Finally, some cooler temperatures today. Here's meteorologist Blaze Keller with the first warn forecast. We just got to deal with that poor air quality.
Yeah, you know, we kind of expect, or we should expect, I should say, moving forward, that whenever we get northerly winds, which will obviously bring us some relief from the humid conditions, we'll likely be dealing with another round of smoke. This is unfortunately one of the thicker plumes coming out of not only Canada, but off to our south and west. So all of that smoke is coming together and making for some poor air quality, to say the least, not only for Thursday, but overnight into Friday as well. The weekend is looking dry. We're still going to stay comfortable, but we're also looking at hazy conditions to stick around through at least the weekend. The smokiest cities in America, according to IQ Air, Milwaukee takes the #1 spot. Green Bay, we are at #2. Beloit, we are at 4. Waukesha at 5. You can see all the way down to the top 10. Chicago is the 9th smokiest city in America as of now, and these are real-time updates. Madison, we're probably somewhere between Chicago as well and Rochester right now, based on the numbers from around the city. And this smoke is going to be sticking around throughout the rest of the day. You can see the air quality is not only unhealthy for some off to our west in the orange here, that would be parts of the Dakotas, but over not only Wisconsin, but Minnesota, Iowa, Chicago, Illinois, as well as Michigan. That's where we find the red. That is unhealthy just for everybody, whether you are sensitive to poor air quality or not. This is a combination. This is likely just due to smoke. We're not having southerly winds, so we're not seeing some of that stagnant air right now. We're actually getting more fresh air, but northerly winds have brought down some of that smoke from Canada. It's also combined with some smoke off to our west. There are a couple of fires out west as well, so watch as that plume of smoke mixes in with smoke from Canada as we go throughout not only the rest of Thursday, but into Friday as well. So this is actually probably going to pose a greater problem than the smoke off into Canada. But it all comes together as we go into Friday and then further into Saturday. This is midnight going into Saturday, and we're not getting any relief from that smoke. So we'll likely be dealing with hazy conditions, possibly another round of air quality alerts as we go not only into Friday afternoon. Again, our current one is allowed to expire at noon on Friday, but possibly into Saturday as well as Sunday as well. There is some good news. We do see slightly better air quality in the forecast for Friday, but I would suspect at times it is going to be unhealthy for everybody. So again, if you are going to be outside, and the same goes for your pets, you may just want to limit your time outdoors so that you're just not breathing in all of those pollutants, i.e. the smoke. Now, if you are going to be heading out to concerts on the square, as Josh mentioned, Brady as well as Alex will be out there. It is going to be pleasant. We moved it yesterday to today because of that rain. It is going to be pleasant. Temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 70s. It is going to be sunny, but it's going to also be hazy. So again, if you are going to be going, maybe you take a mask, maybe you take something just to keep that air flowing around you so you're not just constantly breathing in that smoke. But there is a look at your 7 and 10 day forecast. You know, Josh, once the smoke clears on out of here, which will probably be next week, we are still going to stay somewhat seasonal, low 80s through at least Thursday of next week, and then maybe by that upcoming weekend, we're back into the upper 80s to low 90s. Southerly winds take on over. We kick a lot of the Canadian smoke out of here, but then we get back the humidity.
It's one or the other, it seems like. I still
know.
can't believe it's August tomorrow, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're looking at the first full week of August there.
Crazy.
Yes.
All right, Blaze. Thank you. Well, today, Howard's working on a one-pan skillet dish in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
A one-pan skillet dish that'll knock your socks off. Well, not literally, but once you taste it, I'd love to hear how you describe how good it is. The first thing we want to do is cut a 1 to 2 pound pork loin into half-inch slices. Now we place each one between a couple of pieces of plastic wrap and gently pound them so they're pretty thin. Flattening these is what makes them really tender. Okay, next, we season them with salt and pepper and dredge them in some flour. Then we saute them in butter for a few minutes on each side. Once they're done, we place them on a platter and cover them to keep them warm. Now in the same skillet, we combine some heavy cream and pesto. And after letting this simmer for a bit, we add some sliced plum tomatoes. That's it! A fresh tasting all-in-one skillet favorite that's packed with flavor and looks so impressive, you'll never guess it was made in about 10 minutes. Now, that's my kind of dinner. To get the recipe for our pesto pork medallions, all you need to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a simple stovetop way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Welcome back. Time for Potentially Yours here on a Thursday afternoon. We've got Lisa Bernard here from the Dane County Humane Society with my new best friend, it seems like.
Yeah.
He is, I think. This is Pete.
Oh, tell us about Pete.
So Pete is 3 years old. He is a little nervous and shy with new experiences, but he's so sweet. Once he gets to know you, he's like right there by your side.
Okay.
The best friend you never knew you needed. He's just adorable. He doesn't pull very hard on leash. Going to the car, he didn't pull at all, actually.
What more could he want? There you go, Blaze.
Yeah, and he's just really snuggly. He leans in for pets. He loves cheese, so he was meant to be a Wisconsin boy. But he's a little nervous in car rides because his last car ride, was from Texas, and that's a long
drive.
Yeah. So he's a little nervous, so we're trying to work with building his confidence, and that would be something that he's looking for in an adopter, is someone who's going to work with him to help him build his confidence and show him the world's not so scary.
He's so sweet. His eyes, you can just feel that he wants to be loved.
Yes.
So, you know, we've previously had a lot of animals that are a little bit more not as shy. So what would a new family need to know about easing into Pete's life?
So I think going slow with Pete, letting him get to know you a little bit, but he'll warm up quickly to people to go for pets, because I mean, really, he hasn't known you two very long, and look at him, he's like, I'll get a kiss from you.
Yeah. You got a little cheese on
So,
your
and just giving him some time and being patient with introducing him to new spaces.
Okay.
So he did well meeting another dog through a fence and enjoyed playing with her, but even those introductions should go slowly.
I was going to say, is he shy around other animals too?
We don't know about cats.
Okay.
But for other dogs, he does seem like he's interested in a few. So.
He's still a puppy, 3 years old.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot of energy.
We're going to find him a home. Hey, we've got some good news about last week's pet. Kittens Barton and Burton were both adopted, so you can go adopt Pete today or learn more by going to giveshelter.org. Thanks for watching today at noon. Coming up next is The Bold and the Beautiful. We're back with more on Concerts on the Square live at 4.
Oh, we'll give you lots of cheese.